Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Edit. Today it is a bit of a different video because I'm just going to be sat here talking to you. I'm not really used to doing this. I'm used to just running around the house and chasing after the kids, so please bear with me. But this is a video that I've wanted to film for ages, and then I didn't want to film it, and then I did, and then I didn't, and then now I'm just here filming it. So the reason I'm filming this video is because I have had loads of questions about my nose. Some of you may have noticed it and some of you may have not. It's not massively different, but there is a difference there. So last year I did have slight reshaping to my nose. Before, I had quite a bump from here to here. Most people say that they didn't even notice it, but I don't know if they're just being polite or if they actually didn't, but I definitely did notice it. I felt like I looked like a man. Since I was probably about 11 or 12 maybe, I've always said I'm gonna have a nose job when I'm older, and that's actually really sad because that's quite a young age to want something like that done. It's not something I ever thought I'd actually go through with. It's just like, it's just something that you say, but you think, I'm petrified of needles or any kind of surgery. So to me it's literally like, I say it all the time but never actually thinking I would do it. When I was at school I used to always get called, I got called loads of names actually, but one of them was speed bump, and I always thought it's because I had like no boobs and I thought they were like taking the mick. It turned out I wasn't. It was because my nose had a bump in it, which before then I never really had noticed, but after that I just couldn't take my eyes off it every time I looked in the mirror. And as I've grown up I've thought hopefully I'll grow into it, but I never really did. I've tried covering it up with makeup, changing the shape. I'm just not a makeup artist. I have no idea what I'm doing, and if anything I made it look worse. I've spent years face tuning it in pictures. If I've ever got a side picture that I want to post, I've always reduced the bump. Just silly little things like that that I really shouldn't have done, but that's how much I hated it. I tried filler in my nose. Like, this was like a last resort for me. So when I went to book my nose reshaping, I was really clear that I wanted to look like me. I didn't want to look completely different. I didn't want people to look at me and be like, whoa, what have you done to your nose? I just wanted to have a smooth nose. So when I booked my surgery day, I was literally, I think I had about 6 weeks until the actual surgery happened, and I was literally freaking out every night. I wasn't even sleeping, I was so scared. I was literally reading everyone's nose stories just so I could have in my head exactly what was going to happen. Even though the surgeon was really friendly and he literally explained everything to me a million times, I think until you've actually done something, you're just never going to know what it is actually like. With normal rhinoplasty, you have your nose broken and moved around. I didn't actually have that. I had my nose filed down basically, so it was all done internally. It took about an hour, and they literally go up your nose with a tiny little like nail file sort of thing and literally just file it down. On the morning of my surgery, my mum picked me up and she took me to the hospital where I was having it done. I had to go by myself. I was so scared because obviously COVID, you couldn't have more than one person or visitors or any of that. So I was absolutely petrified because I was worried about being put to sleep. I was like, what if I don't wake up? I just had like a million different worries going through, and for everything that I've ever done I've always had my mum or Alex there with me, so I was just a bit like, I don't want to do it on my own. But luckily my surgeon was so friendly and comforting that I actually felt really comfortable and safe the whole time.
So I'm just about to go in for my nose reshaping. So here's the last look at my nose as it is. Oh my god, it's actually really bad. I'm so scared. Thanks for supporting me, Mum. So I'm just getting ready. I've just put my gown and my stockings on. I'm so nervous. They said they're going to be here in about 10 minutes to take me down. I've got numbing cream on my hand for the tube that needs to go in. I'm just so scared. Just going to lay down and relax.
I've never been put to sleep before, so it was a really strange experience, but I kind of think I weirdly liked it, apart from waking up and feeling like I've been punched in the face. The surgery itself took about an hour, and then after that I was taken back to the recovery room where I spent another few hours just making sure that everything was okay, eating and drinking and all of that. It was actually really strange because I've never been put out before, but it was quite an interesting experience. It was quite strange actually because I felt fine when I was put to sleep, and then when I woke up I felt like I'd been beaten up because my nose was so like throbbing, and it was really strange.
So I've not long been awake. I woke up feeling really crazy. I'm so happy it's done. I'm so happy it's done. Can't wait to see what it looks like. I'm just gonna get some more sleep.
So once I had the surgery, I had to wait a week until I could get the cast off, so I had a whole week of not even knowing what I looked like, which was actually really weird because I was kept saying like, I don't even know what I look like under this, I might look completely different.
So I've just got all dressed. I just waited to be discharged now so I could go home. Feeling so much better. I've had loads. Had a few more painkillers. Obviously I just sound a bit bunged out, but I can't wait to get home now.
So throughout like the first week, my face was really swelling up. My eyes were so puffy and sore. They felt like they were on fire. It was really painful.
Day 2 of recovering. Doesn't actually look that bad, but it's so tender and swollen. I've literally not been able to open my eyes all day. But I've been taking arnica, which I think has literally completely stopped the bruising, because there's literally no bruises, which is actually amazing because my whole face should be purple right now. My eyes are stinging so much. It feels like there's like shampoo or something in my eyes and they're stinging. I need to rub them, but I can't because they're so puffy and sore. Hopefully not long until my face gets back to normal.
It was so horrible how it just felt like it was constantly running, but it wasn't. But it just felt like it, and I couldn't touch it or wipe it. It was so sore. I had these like padding thing that you tie around your head to go underneath, and I think you're just supposed to wear it like if it bleeds a bit, but I literally wore one every day just to keep it all in because I couldn't sniff or anything like that, so I wore that literally every day.
So I'm literally on day 4, I think, of recovery. My face has gone yellow. Pix is dancing. Yeah, I think that means it's getting better. I still feel a bit rough. It's not hurting as such, it's just, I just feel rough, like ill.
So I think like the 4th or 5th day I started feeling a little bit more like myself again. I was still a bit swollen, but it was nowhere near as bad as it had been on the previous days, so it was just nice to be doing normal activities again without thinking my nose was going to start pouring with blood any minute. Where the swelling was going down and there was more room in the cast, it just felt so itchy, and I was literally desperate by this stage to get it off and to see what I look like, and every night I'm going, oh, should I just lift it off? But obviously I didn't. I had a cream that I had to put up my nose, I think it was twice a day, using a cotton bud, which felt really horrible actually, because it's like when you've got like a snotty nose, but it was like cream and it was just stuck there. Actually a really horrible feeling. So yeah, I had the antiseptic cream and I had to take loads of arnica as well to help the swelling. If I actually missed one of them, my face would be like purple. 2 days to go. I'm getting bored now. Everywhere's reopened, lockdown's been lifted. Alex and Dexter are in town and I'm very jealous. Not feeling too bad today, just a little bit heady, but I think that must just be the last of it now. So hopefully tomorrow will be all good. And then the next day it's time to come off and we'll see what's underneath. So the day finally came where I could get my cast off. I was so excited to see what I was going to look like. I was more excited than nervous. I wasn't like worried about it until I actually got in the waiting room and I was like, oh my god, what if I hate it and I hate the way I look? But yeah, I was just excited to get it off anyway, so I went in there and here's what happened.
Right, we're ready for the big reveal.
Okay.
And I'm just going to zoom in here.
I'm too scared.
She's a little scared. There you go.
Can't do it, I actually can't look.
Of course you can.
Oh my god.
There you go. Nose without bump.
Can't believe it. Okay, turn it off now, turn it off.
So I've had the cast off for a few hours now. I've literally only just stopped crying. I literally could not believe it. I mean, I knew I was going to love it, but... Hi, pigs! But I didn't know I was going to love it that much. I felt in so much shock and overwhelmed and just... I felt so many feelings. I still can't believe it, but I'm so happy with it. Absolutely perfect. Better than I ever imagined.
So I literally cried for the rest of the day and most of the next day. I didn't expect to cry when I first saw it, but I felt so emotional. It was literally like I looked the way I always thought I looked, sort of like how I felt I was supposed to look, and I just couldn't believe it was me. and I didn't look that different. And like even when I was like showing people on the phone, they're like, oh okay, yeah, that looks nice, like doesn't look that different. But to me, I was literally like, I can't believe this is me. Like, it was literally the best thing ever. It was still a bit swollen, obviously, when I first got it taken off. It had to sort of fall into its shape because it had been held in one place since the surgery. But I just had to continue to follow the aftercare as I was advised to, and everything would be fine. I knew it would change me, and I knew I would love it, but I didn't know how much confidence it would bring out in me. It's had so many effects on me and my mental health as well, so I'm really happy with the decision I made. It was the best thing I ever did. Yeah, it was really, from the start to finish, a really actually nice experience for something that doesn't sound very nice. If you have any questions or would like me to talk any more about it or anything like that, then please let me know in the comments down below or drop us a DM on our Instagram, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. I hope I've outlined my experience enough for you to sort of understand it, my reasons behind it, and what happened during the process and after. So yeah, as always, don't forget to subscribe if you're new, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, let us know any videos you'd like to see us do in the comments down below. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you really soon. Bye!